All right. It is another edition of the Episode Monthly Show. I'm in Cranston, Rhode Island. For the past 6 weeks, I've been here in Cranston. I'm headed down south next week. Actually, as this is going on, when this is airing, I should be in South Carolina tonight, okay? When this is airing. So we always tape this a week before. So, and then it re-airs the week afterwards. So it airs 2 weeks in a row. So I'll be back home in Georgia when it finally re-airs, but I should be in South Carolina, and I have a karaoke gig that I'm doing. Like I'm going to be singing at an event. Oh, singing, I just pop up and put some posters down, and the Derek Shapiro tour continues. So, thank you. So we have Alana and Tommy. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Yes.
So are you guys in Cranston?
No.
We're in Warwick.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Warwick. So you're the next day over for me. Booch, you're in Johns Creek in Duluth, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. What do you have? Starbucks?
Oh no, I got a soda. It's a special blend. I call it California style.
Wait. You being conservative and you get California style.
Yeah, it's a special blend. I learned it's called California style. See, it's a secret ingredient. See, what you do is you just grab a cup and you fill it with lots of ice.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to Dylan Schneider, aka the whatever kid. What's going on?
I'm just walking around Everett right now.
Ian Everett, a basketball legend, roast middle-aged man. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because the interviews, the celebrity interview comes on at the end of the month. The end of the month, the end of the show. And Cedric Maxwell. Okay, these interviews I get like Cedric Maxwell, and next month I'm airing Master G. I interviewed them like months ago, back last August at the Jeffrey Osborne event. Okay, and I'm coming back up to Rhode Island for the next Jeffrey Osborne thing, and it's my parents' birthday coming up in September. So they both have the same birthday, and my dad will be 75 years old. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so I'm gonna fly up then. So let's start with this conversation first. Me and Dylan, we went to a cookout a few weeks ago, at the Ann Lamphere's karaoke. She owns the DJ equipment. And last time I met Alana, Lamphere's karaoke. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And so every year, you met Ann when I was in California actually last year this time, while you trained with Ann, didn't you?
Maybe I don't remember training with her.
Well, she recruited you that night.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
And then when I came back from California a year ago, she told me that she met you at that place where I was DJing, and then that's how we met. So it was a year ago now. It was a year ago. Okay, so here's what happened.
Yes, it has been a year. It's been since last June. I remember. I met her at a birthday party, and yeah, she recruited me after she heard me sing, and then Derek, trained me, and
So here's what happened. So my birthday is June 7th, which I just celebrated my birthday. Then last year, June 8th, River, my son, who might join us, he graduated high school the day afterwards. Then that same week we went. I slept over at Ann's house because my daughter and my son were staying in Boston because we left from Boston to go to Cali. And then that week you met Ann because Ann filled in for me for karaoke. And then when I came back, I met you. So a year ago, California, and now you're drinking the California drink, Vinny Bucci. See, all goes in full circle.
That's a joke I use to test the room, and if everybody laughs, that means we're gonna have fun today.
Yes.
Now that's how I test to see people have a sense of humor, because obviously I don't care where you vote one way or the other. That's a funny joke. So that's why I throw that out there. If it laughs, okay, we're going to have fun.
So here's the thing. Last year, Ann's party fell on June 9th, the day after River's graduation. This year, it was June 1st. So Dylan, what do you think about Ann's party? You came with me for the second year in a row. we were late a little bit. I was doing some business before we went to Ann's party. Last year we went earlier. The food was hotter. This year the food was kind of colder. But what do you think about Ann's thing? Ann's big party.
Y'all's thinking there's a thing going on now with like stan culture, which is like people that are very obsessed with like whoever the celebrity may be. Derek with the naked cowboy, whatever. But there's a whole bunch of Barbara Streisand stuff in her
Barbara
house.
Barbara Streisand, yes.
Yeah.
She is a Barbara Streisand fanatic. Okay, so the thing is, you and Vinny always say I have a Ryan Seacrest and Naked Cowboy obsession. I don't have pictures of the Naked Cowboy and Ryan Seacrest. And how many pictures does Ann have of Barbara Streisand?
Might be in the thousands.
Yes, she has in her like I think she has some of the bathroom where I went to go pee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anybody ever see Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
I'm sorry?
Anybody ever see Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No.
I've heard of it.
All right, so in that movie, Christina Ricci plays this girl that all she does is paints pictures of Barbara Streisand. That's what I'm thinking of right now.
Right.
Okay, excuse me, I have to deal with my cat right now.
But
Oh,
actually,
being
I'm
bad.
a big Barbara Streisand fan and Meet the Fockers and Meet the Little Fockers. Okay, when Barbara Streisand and Dustin Hoffman played husband and wife in Meet the Fockers. Okay, so actually I'm connected to Barbara Streisand because I interviewed Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller played the son of Barbara Streisand, so it's like Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Separation with that. You know, now I feel like I'm a Bacon. You know,
What's Ben Stiller like?
Ben Stiller he reminds me of a Benjamin.
Okay.
and you don't have to be too still with him, you know. No. He's very cool, you know. When I was living in Atlanta at the time before I came up to Massachusetts, and I was living right next door to where they were filming The Watch with Ben Stiller and Jonah Hill and Vince Vaughn, and literally the football field was right there. So I did one day of shooting, and then Tower Heist was coming out. So I asked them about Tower Heist, and they gave a shout out to the Derek Shapiro show. Actually, no, I thought I have it on. YouTube, but I don't have. But it's on the Derek Shapiro show. Him giving me a shout out, you know. And then the next day I was shooting. I was an extra for Steve Harvey's film Think Like a Man. Have you? I know Vinny's been in movies. Have you been an extra in any movies, Alana and Tommy?
I've been on TV. I've definitely been on TV.
Yes, you have. You've been on my cable show because parts of this show sometimes lands on my cable show.
I've been on like I've hosted cable access before and things like that, but
for what?
Yeah.
I've never been an extra. I did star in a couple of commercials, but I think it was 2 or 3 at the time, so it's not like I remember.
Right. Well, what did you host public access for, Alana?
So it was like different political figures back in the day. This is like way back. And it was for somebody named Milton, and he hosted like public access Rhode Island TV. So I used to co-host some of the shows and help produce them. And
so, question that leads to my next question: how do you feel? Because you were in the Jessica Blinkhorn interview, and I aired that on my cable show all over Rhode Island. It was in New York. It was shown in Massachusetts. How do you feel that you were shown on my TV show in all these other states, in Duluth, Minnesota?
I think it's great. I love the exposure. I think what you're doing is great. I'm not shy at all, so I'm happy to be part of the podcast. So
we're gonna strive for more of Alana and Tommy. I want to see if you can do my Derek Shapiro dance at the end of the show. Okay.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
You
What?
gotta be
Me?
kidding me. No,
Yes, you.
you gotta be kidding me. No.
No.
Yeah, you know what? Oh,
Okay, hold on.
oh,
I'm gonna show you the Derek Shapiro dance from a few weeks ago, and on top of that, I want to discuss. Oh yeah, and then me and Dylan at Ann Lanfear's house. Okay, we actually we're filming my other upcoming movie for next year, and then we were doing this. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna pull this up and see if people can watch it, and tell me what you think about this. Okay.
Okay.
This is. Let's see over here. Video. Let's see if I can share the screen here. Okay, let's see. This is me and Dylan doing dad jokes at Ann Lanfear's party. All right, here goes nothing. Hello, me and Dylan are here at Ann Lanfear's party here in Danvers, Mass. You're having a Bud Light, but would you ever pick up a Bud that's light?
This is the guy that's saying, "Oh, well, I'm on the set." Basically, like, "Oh, I'm cringe." So that was cringe. So it's an equivalence. Also,
Hey, are we Christmas ornaments or what? Red and green. What is this in yellow? It'll be a red light. I mean, stoplight.
this is part where we're supposed to do a fake laugh.
So we're at a cookout. Well, what happens if you're in? Would it be a cook in?
SNL, what you showed me before you started recording, that was funny.
What do you call this?
This is just rotten tomato material.
But it was rotten tomato. I will say rotten tomato.
Okay, then this might make me want to get another one.
Another one. Just like DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
Another one.
yeah, you're tempting me to drink another one of these.
So do I make you drink? All right, that's it. All right, so tell me what you think about that.
That was funny.
The fact
Right.
that you didn't say waka 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 anywhere in that is
Waka,
kind of surprising. Yes, on the tomatoes.
Okay, so we just killed Vinny from that. Who doing CPR? Okay, now this is what I want you to do. Hopefully, okay. Before I tell me about my
Jesus.
birthday celebration with Dylan, okay. This is my I want you two to do. I did this dance with our guest G Finesse last month, okay. And let me share this video. Hold on, let me try to pull this up over here. And this is the dance that I did with G Finesse. Hold on, if I can pull this up here. Let's see over here. Okay, I think this is it. No, that's not it. This is the Derek Shapiro dance. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, we'll talk about my birthday for now. Before when I pull this up. So, Dylan came out for my birthday, of course. My sister drove him to Rhode Island. No, to Applebee's. Dylan, what do you think about hanging out with my sister and my brother-in-law and my niece?
that was especially when we were at the restaurant. She hugged me a couple of times. That was heartwarming.
Yes, my niece. And so I don't know if you know, you heard my niece do this on my parents' anniversary party, May 18th. You came down for my parents' anniversary party too, and we taught my niece how to do Captain Steve. Now, guys, what do you think? What do you think is Captain Steve, guys?
I'm still wondering, does he actually say it like that?
Captain Steve. Okay,
He
guys.
does.
On the count of three, let's all say Captain Steve. 1, 2, 3. Captain Steve.
I can't even do that.
You need.
Okay. So so this is I'm gonna show you this, okay? Tell me if I say it like him, okay? And I got my niece to say this, okay? So is it annoying, do you think, Dylan, when me and River get my niece to say this?
I'd rather have that than what River goes rambling about.
Oh well, yeah. No, but my jokes are Captain Steve.
Getting waterboarded.
Okay. So this is what Captain
So,
Steve is like.
The most. Who decides how much fuel good old Captain Steve takes for each flight? Well, it's a collaboration between me and the dispatcher. Now, the dispatcher as his first out says, I don't think you're going to get this much fuel today. And then I can take a look at the weather. I can take a look at the route. I can take a look at the ride. I take a look at a lot of different things. And then I know I've been around for a while, how many delays there are normally going into an airport. But most importantly, I take a look at my alternates. If my alternate is not close, or if I think the weather in my alternate is going to be as bad as the weather at my destination, I want more gas. I don't want to leave gas back at the airport. I want to have gas on my airplane. So many times I'll just pick up the phone, I'll call dispatch, and I'll say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you put an extra 3,000 pounds or 5,000 pounds on the airplane? I never get any pushback on that. They're always like, yep, Captain, that sounds like a good plan. And they put the extra fuel on, and then I'm safe to go. It's a collaboration between me and the dispatcher. Now you know. I'm Captain Steve. Fly safe. Wait, don't go yet. Do me a favor.
All right, so you hear him saying, Captain Steve!
Captain Steve.
So what do you think about that? Did I exaggerate?
No.
Him saying,
No.
No.
so that's a catchy thing. So when I was at on Mother's Day, we would keep saying Captain Steve. So now when I take a picture with my niece, we keep saying Captain Steve. So
I think that's exaggerated. I think you do it more higher pitched.
Well,
Yeah, he kind of keeps it. He kind of keeps it low key, and you over exaggerate it, which is what Derek loves to do.
Yeah. Well, hello. Of course I do. I wouldn't be me if I didn't do that.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm still trying to process how terrible that dad joke video was. Like I substituted for a middle school class, and we devoted 15 minutes of the end of the day to telling dad jokes. I heard dad jokes that were 1 billion times better from middle school kids than what I saw in that goddamn video.
Oh,
All right.
Terrible.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here now, Alana and Tommy, I've done this dance with so many females. Okay, and I had Vinny do this dance.
Why are you including this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought I made clear my pronouns were he, him, anyway.
Okay, so I had Vinny do this dance with his his friend who co-hosted my show a few times. Laura, right?
Yeah, Laura, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my episode monthly show from last cringe as tap. I like that, Dylan. Okay, so
That's what my friend referred to it as.
What?
That's what we refer to it as.
Yes. So if you think this dance is good, I want you and Alana and Tommy should do this dance, okay? But it's your husband and wife, okay? So he is.
Now wait a minute. This isn't one of those things where you tuck your joint into your waistband, is it?
Okay, you're gonna see this. You're gonna see this. Okay, and okay, this is from last month's episode monthly show with G Finesse, and here goes nothing. First, I'll play this part. All right, me, Derek Shapiro, quick here in Garden City. We just did one segment with G Finesse and Rose Gold. So we're gonna do the Derek Shapiro bump hips dance, and maybe you could do it afterwards with her. See if you could do it. Okay, I'll put on pause. Okay. Woo! All right.
Oh.
Right.
That was nowhere near as bad as I thought.
All right. So you saw the dance. Let's see if Alana or Tommy could do the dance.
All right, ready?
No, but you gotta stand up.
Oh,
And bump
my
hips.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, we got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we gotta,
Move it back a little bit.
adjust the
Now
camera.
do both hips. Do both hips, okay?
So what was it like this?
Yep. Like that. No.
No.
Okay. What?
No, here. That's
Okay.
like,
That? That?
something.
Boink. No, it's like boink.
Yeah.
Do it again. Ready?
All right.
Ba, ba, ba.
Did you do both hips?
Yeah, you gotta swivel the hips. You gotta gyrate.
Okay, now Vinny's gonna do it with his dog Bonnie coming up.
I am.
Come on, Moot.
Where's your dog Bonnie, Vinny?
That dog is downstairs. My mom is dealing with her. I don't know.
We can't get our cat to do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. She's already biting my ankle on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, why do cats love Staples so much?
I don't know.
Because they love to cat scan.
Oh, but
I quit.
Oh man! All right. So up next, before we get to the interview with, oh, you know what we should do? We should do some eating the car. No, you know what we should do? Yeah, that's right. I want to. Should we review some of Derek Shapiro's acting moments, Dylan?
yeah.
What do you think?
Your acting moments.
Yes, and share that. I want to show you. You think I'm wild on my show? Imagine a Derek Shapiro that's hypnotized.
Mm.
Okay, and maybe I'll pull up some of these acting moments from me and Vinny and Dylan. This will come up on part 2 coming up next, and maybe Melissa would join us for part 2. Melissa might join us tonight. So coming up, stay tuned. We have Cedric Maxwell, the former Celtics basketball player, on deck at the end. We'll actually show the interview in real time over here. We'll show that right at the end of the show on the 3rd segment, okay? So to get everybody hyped up, okay? And then we'll close up the show after Cedric, so we have 2 more segments. So we'll come back. Stay tuned, guys, on iHeartRadio. You can't see this action on iHeartRadio. You just have to tune into the YouTube part, or DerekShapiroShow.com to see this, But people who's hearing this, you could not see the bump hips thing. So, Anyway, we'll be back. Stay tuned for the next segment here on the episode monthly show for the month of June 2025.